Hey, just for kicks, I thought before I go out there, I'm going to run this. I've got cold water in here. I'm going to get it up. You got to get it up at least high enough beyond the filter, and I usually would prefer going above the jets before I try to turn this on. Okay, so I'm going to try that first. Okay, see, there's the E06. You see that? Okay, I'm going to see if I can't get this going now that I've cleaned out the filter. I kind of doubt it's going to work. I'm going to try it anyways. Now here's something I failed to mention to you. When you get the water filled up higher than your jets, the little red light should come on. See there? That's funny. On the video, I'm seeing green, but it's red. And on your computer, when you watch it, should be red. Might be red. But anyways, that is on. That tells me, you know, things are working to a certain extent there. And I know the power's working because that light's on. I know it's not on a battery pack or anything like that. Now, I'm just gonna push some water into the filter. I don't think that's going to do anything, but I've got that all nicely clean. Now I can do it to the jets because I'm actually pushing extra water down inside all the lines of the jets. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's going to do anything, but at least I'll have checked this out. Before I go outside and see if I can find that union and undo it to see if there's an air lock now that I've got it filled up with water, right? So now I'm gonna turn this. It says 10 minutes, and let's see if it goes on here. It's showing off. Hey! Oh, it went off. Ah, what? Look at that! It's working! Son of a gun! I guess I don't have to go out there after all. It's on 10 minutes. I can push the button on there and lower that, but this one just goes up to 10 minutes and then it powers down. That's going to stay on for 10 minutes unless I shut it off. And I don't know if I can reach it with the video camera here. Okay, I got it off. Now let's see if I can get it back on. 10 minutes, and that's on. SP6, I don't know what that is. I may have to look at that too. Okay, but it's working. I think I fixed it by Joe. I didn't have to call anybody or at all. SP6. I'm going to go back to the computer and find out what SP6 stands for. Okay. Well, it's working. And I would think if I turn it off now, it's not going to have an airlock now. What they tell you is the airlock is if you have your tub fully dry and you clean it out, and let's say you haven't taken a bath in a month. Let's say you don't really do baths. You usually take a shower, but then you fill it up with water and you get the air E6 code. That tells you somewhere after you shut this off, obviously there's a pipe of water all the way around that connects each one of these up to the pump, and it circulates and it comes out and shoots it out. After you shut this off, some of that water drains back into the tub, right? But not all of the water. So then you've got water in your line to a certain extent, so that next time you turn the tub on, you've got water in there. But if you don't use the tub for a while, that water can start drying up. And if the water dries up far enough and there's no water next to your pump, then you may have that air code go on and it may not start working. So hey, maybe just try to force some extra water through your jets, okay, like I just showed you, and make sure your filter's clean. And my filter looked clean, but it could still have had a layer of residue on it because it hasn't been cleaned forever. Okay, 25 years. And if it's not that, then you would go and look at your motor underneath there, shimmy down there, see where the union is. It's just that nut, and you could have one on both sides of your pump. Loosen those up. After you have this full of water, loosen those up, and until you see the water dripping out of there, tighten those back up, and then come back in here and try the whole system again, let's say. And if it doesn't work, that's when I would suggest calling a spa guy, a plumber, somebody who's versed and well acquainted with jacuzzi tubs and how to fix tubs and all that, okay? Now, the other thing is, too, if you can't get any power on there, maybe your plug got chewed through from a mouse, maybe it got unplugged, maybe the breaker got tripped. You know, it could be something as easy as that. Maybe that plug is on a separate circuit in your electrical panel. Maybe it's tripped. Maybe that plug is plugged in to a GFI plug somewhere. See here? Look at this. This has a GFI plug right here. I don't know if that's connected to there, but wouldn't that have been something? If I couldn't have found the power to go on, I would have checked all kinds of things, and maybe that plug underneath there would have been tied into a GFI plug where you could test it or something like that. It could be something as simple as that. I mean, it could be a lot of things, but there's lots of things you can check yourself, you know, before calling somebody. Had I called somebody out here, yeah, it probably would have been $250, $300, and they wouldn't have replaced the motor. They wouldn't have done anything other than, oh yeah, here it is. It was an airlock, or the filter needed to be cleaned, and it was an airlock, and I just shoved some water through there. It's knowing what to do, and you're paying for his knowledge. You know what I mean? Service call, and he sends one of his guys out here. Now he's got employee costs, he's got liability insurance, he's got his contractor's license, he's got his van insurance, and the van and everything else. That's why plumbers, that's why service techs cost so much, okay? And especially if you, the owner, are paying your service tech to go out there, you need to make a profit on top of you paying for all these expenses. And so that's why you pay out the nose for any service tech who comes out to your house. So remember that, and start doing some things around the house on your own, okay? All right, I think that's it for this time. Now see, I'm just letting it run for good measure. See, it says 5 now. That's 5 minutes, and then it's gonna shut off by itself. And I got it fixed. My wife is going to be a happy camper when she gets home. Okay, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos, and I have no idea what I'm going to show next. You'll just have to wait to find out. And I have an idea of what it might be. So keep checking with me because I post quite often, okay? All right, see you next time.